Supermarkets are places we visit often, but we rarely think about them deeply. When I walk into a supermarket, I feel many emotions at once. Sometimes I feel calm, sometimes I feel rushed. The bright lights, the music, and the many choices affect my mood. For beginners, supermarkets are also great places to learn simple English words. Food, signs, prices, and people all create a learning space that feels real and useful.
I feel the same way. Supermarkets reflect daily life. When I enter one, I notice sounds, smells, and colors. Sometimes I feel excited about cooking. Other times I feel tired after work. Supermarkets show habits clearly. What we buy shows how we live. For English learners, supermarkets offer simple vocabulary and clear actions. Shopping becomes a practical language lesson mixed with real emotions.
I usually start my supermarket visit with a plan. I make a short list. This list helps me stay focused. Without a list, I feel confused. I walk around too much. Planning makes shopping calmer. I also enjoy seeing fresh fruits and vegetables. The colors feel alive. This makes me happy. Supermarkets can feel friendly when I move slowly and with awareness.
I admire planning, but I often forget lists. When I forget, I feel slightly stressed. I try to remember what I need. This creates pressure. Still, I enjoy exploring aisles. I discover new products sometimes. Supermarkets teach flexibility. Even when plans fail, we adapt. This is a useful life skill. Shopping becomes a small lesson in patience and decision-making.
The fresh food area is my favorite. I like touching vegetables and choosing carefully. It feels peaceful. I take my time. The smell of bread also makes me smile. These small joys matter. Supermarkets can be emotional spaces. They are not just about buying food. They connect us to daily care and nourishment. This connection feels warm and comforting.
Bread smells always stop me too. I feel relaxed there. Supermarkets use smells and layouts to guide us. This is interesting. They influence choices quietly. When I notice this, I feel curious. Understanding supermarkets helps us shop smarter. It also helps English learners understand signs and directions. Words like fresh, sale, and price appear everywhere and repeat often.
Prices affect my feelings strongly. When prices are high, I feel worried. When they are fair, I feel relieved. Reading price tags helps practice numbers in English. This is useful for beginners. Supermarkets teach practical language. Numbers, sizes, and discounts appear clearly. Learning happens naturally. This makes supermarkets friendly learning spaces, not stressful classrooms.
I agree. Numbers become easier when used daily. Supermarkets repeat simple patterns: buy one, get one free, or discount today. These phrases become familiar quickly. This repetition builds confidence. Confidence grows slowly. Shopping becomes smoother. When language feels familiar, fear reduces. Supermarkets support language learning without pressure or judgment from others.
Checkout lines bring mixed emotions. Sometimes I feel impatient. Sometimes I enjoy waiting quietly. Watching people teaches me social behavior. Small talk happens here. Cashiers use simple English. This is perfect for beginners. Saying thank you or paying politely feels good. These small interactions build confidence. Supermarkets are social spaces too, not just stores.
I notice emotions change at checkout as well. After paying, I feel relief. Tasks feel complete. Supermarkets create clear beginnings and endings. This structure feels safe. Safety supports learning. For beginners, feeling safe is important. When learning happens in familiar places, progress feels natural. Supermarkets quietly support language, routine, and emotional balance.
Carrying bags home makes me feel productive. I know I prepared for meals. This creates satisfaction. Supermarkets support independence. Choosing food teaches responsibility. Responsibility builds confidence. Even simple shopping trips matter. They shape habits. Supermarkets connect daily actions to well-being. This connection feels strong and meaningful, even if we rarely stop to notice it.
I feel proud after shopping too. Even small tasks matter. Supermarkets reflect care for ourselves and others. They're part of daily rhythm. For beginners, supermarkets provide real-life English practice. Language becomes useful, not abstract. Shopping becomes more than buying food. It becomes a learning experience filled with emotions, choices, and personal growth.
When I enter a supermarket, I notice how organized everything looks. Shelves are clean, products are arranged carefully, and signs guide me clearly. This order makes me feel calm. I know where to go. For beginners, this structure helps understanding. Words repeat on labels and signs. I read slowly and learn without pressure. Supermarkets feel like friendly classrooms where learning happens naturally while doing something useful and familiar every day.
I also feel comfort in the order. When things are easy to find, stress reduces. I walk through aisles with confidence. Supermarkets show routines clearly. Pick items, read prices, pay, and leave. This process feels safe. For English learners, routines help memory. Words connect with actions. This connection makes learning stronger. Supermarkets quietly support daily learning through simple, repeated experiences.
I enjoy choosing fruits and vegetables carefully. I look at colors, shapes, and freshness. This moment feels slow and peaceful. I read names like apple, banana, or carrot. These simple words are easy to remember. Touching food makes learning real. Supermarkets allow language to connect with senses. This makes vocabulary stay longer in memory and feel useful, not forced or difficult.
I notice people behave kindly near fresh food. They move slowly and smile sometimes. This atmosphere feels gentle. I also read labels and compare prices. Words like fresh, organic, or local appear often. Repetition helps learning. Supermarkets repeat information everywhere. This repetition builds confidence. I feel proud when I understand signs without help. This small success feels motivating and positive.
Shopping carts make me feel organized. When items are inside, I see progress. Progress feels good emotionally. I also enjoy checking my list. Each checked item feels like a small achievement. Supermarkets support planning skills. Planning reduces stress. Reduced stress helps learning. When the mind feels calm, new words and ideas enter more easily. This makes shopping enjoyable and educational.
I sometimes forget items, but I adapt. Adaptation is part of learning. Supermarkets teach flexibility. When I walk back to an aisle, I review signs again. This repetition helps memory. Even mistakes become learning moments. Supermarkets allow mistakes without judgment. This safety supports beginners. Feeling safe encourages trying new words and asking simple questions confidently.
I notice music playing softly in supermarkets. Music affects mood. When music feels calm, I shop slower. Slow shopping reduces mistakes. This helps beginners read carefully. Supermarkets design environments to keep people comfortable. Comfort supports focus. Focus supports learning. Even lighting matters. Bright spaces feel open. Open spaces help reduce fear and confusion while learning language naturally.
Lighting affects me too. Bright aisles feel inviting. Dark corners feel uncomfortable. Supermarkets understand psychology well. This design helps people stay longer. Staying longer means more exposure to language. Exposure builds familiarity. Familiarity builds confidence. Confidence supports communication. Supermarkets quietly create positive learning environments without formal teaching or pressure, which feels helpful for beginners.
Choosing packaged food requires reading carefully. Ingredients, sizes, and prices appear clearly. I take time to read slowly. This patience helps understanding. Supermarkets encourage slow reading through repetition. The same words appear on many products. This repetition feels supportive. I feel happy when I recognize words easily. Recognition builds confidence and makes learning feel rewarding.
I compare brands often. Comparing requires thinking. Thinking strengthens memory. Supermarkets encourage decision-making. Decision-making improves focus. Focus helps learning. When I choose between products, I read carefully. This practice improves reading skills naturally. Supermarkets turn everyday actions into language exercises. These exercises feel practical and useful, not boring or stressful.
I sometimes forget items, but I adapt. Adaptation is part of learning. Supermarkets teach flexibility. When I walk back to an aisle, I review signs again. This repetition helps memory. Even mistakes become learning moments. Supermarkets allow mistakes without judgment. This safety supports beginners. Feeling safe encourages trying new words and asking simple questions confidently.
I agree. Listening helps learning deeply. Supermarkets offer real voices and real situations. This realism improves confidence. When language feels real, motivation increases. Motivation supports learning. Supermarkets combine language, routine, and emotion smoothly. This combination makes them powerful learning spaces. Everyday places can teach us much more than we realize when we pay attention.
Choosing packaged food requires reading carefully. Ingredients, sizes, and prices appear clearly. I take time to read slowly. This patience helps understanding. Supermarkets encourage slow reading through repetition. The same words appear on many products. This repetition feels supportive. I feel happy when I recognize words easily. Recognition builds confidence and makes learning feel rewarding.
I compare brands often. Comparing requires thinking. Thinking strengthens memory. Supermarkets encourage decision-making. Decision-making improves focus. Focus helps learning. When I choose between products, I read carefully. This practice improves reading skills naturally. Supermarkets turn everyday actions into language exercises. These exercises feel practical and useful, not boring or stressful.
Waiting in line feels emotional sometimes. I feel impatient or relaxed depending on the day. This waiting gives time to observe. I listen to conversations. Simple English appears naturally. Hearing language helps listening skills. Supermarkets offer real listening practice. This practice feels safe. No one expects perfection. Listening quietly builds understanding without pressure.
I agree. Listening helps learning deeply. Supermarkets offer real voices and real situations. This realism improves confidence. When language feels real, motivation increases. Motivation supports learning. Supermarkets combine language, routine, and emotion smoothly. This combination makes them powerful learning spaces. Everyday places can teach us much more than we realize when we pay attention.
In the middle of the supermarket, I often feel overwhelmed. There are many choices. Too many choices create confusion. I pause and breathe. Breathing helps calm my mind. Then I read signs slowly. Signs show categories clearly. Dairy, snacks, frozen food. These simple words repeat often. Repetition supports beginners. Supermarkets teach us to slow down and focus. This focus helps decision-making and language learning at the same time.
I feel overwhelmed too sometimes. When this happens, I remind myself to choose simply. Simple choices reduce stress. Stress blocks learning. Supermarkets reward calm behavior. When I stay calm, shopping feels easy. Reading labels becomes clearer. Words start making sense. Supermarkets teach emotional control. Emotional control supports understanding. This lesson feels valuable beyond shopping and applies to daily life situations too.
Frozen food aisles feel different. Cold air and quiet sounds change the mood. I feel focused there. Packaging uses clear pictures and simple words. Pictures help beginners understand meaning. This support reduces fear. Supermarkets use visuals wisely. Visuals support language. Seeing pictures and words together strengthens memory and makes learning faster and more enjoyable, without effort or pressure.
Pictures help me too. When words are unclear, pictures guide meaning. This combination feels comforting. Supermarkets understand this learning style. They design labels carefully. This design helps communication. I notice my vocabulary growing naturally. I do not study, I simply shop. Learning happens quietly. This quiet learning feels respectful and effective for beginners.
Snack aisles feel playful. Colors are bright, packages look fun. This energy changes my mood. I smile sometimes. Emotions affect choices. When I feel happy, I read more. Reading more improves learning. Supermarkets influence emotions intentionally. Understanding this helps smart shopping. It also helps language learners notice emotional responses and stay mindful while choosing products.
I feel excitement in snack aisles too. Excitement can lead to impulse buying. I pause and think. Thinking slows action. This pause helps learning. I read nutrition labels. Simple words repeat again. Sugar, salt, calories. These words become familiar. Supermarkets teach self-control gently. This gentle teaching supports healthy habits and language growth together.
The meat and fish sections feel serious. People speak quietly. I feel respectful. Labels show weight and price clearly. Numbers appear again. Numbers practice feels useful. Supermarkets repeat numbers constantly. This repetition helps beginners feel confident. Confidence reduces fear of using language. Using language in real situations strengthens memory and understanding deeply.
I notice workers helping customers there. Asking simple questions feels natural. How much? Which one? These phrases repeat often. Supermarkets offer speaking practice. Speaking builds courage. Courage supports growth. When communication works, satisfaction appears. This success motivates future attempts. Supermarkets become safe spaces to practice speaking without embarrassment or judgment. Cleaning product aisles feel practical. Words like clean, fresh, and strong appear often. These adjectives are easy to learn. Supermarkets show adjectives clearly. This clarity helps beginners understand descriptions. Understanding descriptions improves choice. Good choices reduce regret. Reduced regret improves emotional comfort. Supermarkets connect language learning with emotional comfort quietly and effectively. I agree. Reading cleaning labels taught me many words. These words repeat in daily life. Repetition builds confidence. Supermarkets create natural review sessions. Every visit reinforces vocabulary. This reinforcement feels gentle. Learning becomes part of routine. When learning feels normal, progress continues steadily without stress or pressure. Seasonal sections feel special. Decorations change, products change. I feel curiosity. Curiosity supports learning. New words appear with seasons. Holiday, summer, winter. These words connect language to time. This connection helps memory. Supermarkets follow calendars. This rhythm helps beginners understand cultural patterns through simple shopping experiences. Seasonal changes excite me too. I notice new products and signs. This freshness keeps learning interesting. Interest maintains attention. Attention improves understanding. Supermarkets refresh learning naturally. They adapt constantly. This adaptation mirrors language growth. Learning stays alive and connected to real life. Supermarkets quietly support both daily needs and continuous language development. Near the end of shopping, I feel tired but satisfied. My cart is full. My mind feels clear. This feeling teaches balance. Supermarkets require energy, but they give structure. Structure supports learning.
When tasks have clear steps, understanding improves. Supermarkets show clear progress from entrance to exit. This clear journey helps beginners follow language and actions together, without confusion or stress.
I feel that satisfaction too. Finishing shopping feels like completing a mission. This completion gives relief. Relief supports memory. When emotions feel positive, learning stays longer. Supermarkets reward effort with completion. This reward encourages repetition. Repeating shopping experiences strengthens both routine and language skills naturally over time without conscious study or pressure.
At checkout, I feel alert. I prepare to pay. Simple phrases appear. Cash or card? Receipt? These words repeat often. Repetition builds confidence. I answer easily now. This ease feels empowering. Supermarkets create small speaking moments. These moments build courage. Courage supports language use outside supermarkets too. Learning spreads into other daily interactions.
Checkout conversations helped me too. They are short and clear. This clarity helps beginners. The cashier speaks slowly. I respond simply. This exchange feels safe. Safety supports learning. Supermarkets train communication skills quietly. These skills transfer to cafes, stores, and offices. Supermarkets become training spaces for everyday communication and confidence building.
Packing bags feels calming. I organize items carefully. Organization reduces chaos. Reduced chaos supports clear thinking. Clear thinking supports learning. Supermarkets teach organization through action. When I pack, I review items. Reviewing helps memory. I repeat words silently. This repetition reinforces vocabulary without effort. Learning feels natural and connected to real tasks.
I notice people help each other near bags. Kindness appears. Kindness improves mood. Good mood supports learning. Supermarkets create social moments. These moments teach behavior and language together. Observing others helps understanding cultural habits. This understanding supports communication. Supermarkets quietly teach language and culture through simple shared experiences.
After leaving, I reflect on my experience. I feel capable. I handled choices, numbers, and language. This success builds confidence. Confidence encourages future practice. Supermarkets provide measurable success. I see results immediately. Food in bags shows progress. This visible success supports motivation and positive emotional connections with learning.
I feel the same confident after shopping too. Even small success matters. Supermarkets turn everyday tasks into achievements. Achievements support self-esteem. Self-esteem supports learning. This cycle continues. Supermarkets help beginners grow quietly. Learning becomes part of life. Life becomes the classroom. This approach feels natural and respectful.
Supermarkets also teach patience. Waiting, choosing, and paying require calm. Calm improves understanding. When I rush, mistakes happen. When I slow down, learning improves. Supermarkets reward patience. This reward encourages mindful behavior. Mindful behavior helps language learning and emotional regulation at the same time.
Patience improved my shopping experience too. I learned to accept waiting. Acceptance reduces frustration. Reduced frustration supports clarity. Clarity supports language processing. Supermarkets teach emotional skills. These skills support communication everywhere. Language becomes emotional training. This training feels gentle and useful for everyday life situations.
Each visit teaches something new. New words, new habits, new feelings. Supermarkets change often. This change keeps learning fresh. Fresh learning stays interesting. Interest maintains motivation. Motivation supports progress. Supermarkets quietly adapt to learners' needs. They provide consistent yet flexible environments for growth.
I agree. Supermarkets evolve, and so do we. Each visit builds experience. Experience builds understanding.
Understanding builds confidence. Confidence supports communication. Supermarkets support this entire process naturally. They are not just places to buy food, they are places to practice life, language, and emotional awareness every day.
When I think about supermarkets now, I see more than shelves and food. I see learning, emotion, and routine together. Supermarkets help beginners practice English in a safe space. Mistakes are allowed. Progress feels natural. Every visit builds confidence slowly. Simple words, clear signs, and friendly interactions support growth. Supermarkets become part of daily learning without pressure. This makes learning feel human, useful, and connected to real life.
I feel the same. Supermarkets reflect daily life clearly. They teach patience, choice, and communication. Language appears naturally through signs and conversations. This natural exposure builds confidence. Beginners do not need perfect English there. Simple words work well. Supermarkets support emotional comfort and learning together. They quietly show that progress happens through everyday actions repeated with attention and calm.